Yeah.
Do you mind sharing your names with me again?
Venice.
Tori.
Rakea.
All right, ladies. So my name is Haley. It's very nice to meet you.
I have the worst voice. This is not good for me.
No, you're
You have like a phone sex operator.
They always said I had the voice. They've been telling me my whole life I had the voice for radio. You know what I mean? This is one of those things. All
All right,
right.
well, if she asks you any kind of questions like that, we just won't air it, okay, Lauren?
Well, I'm an open book. So,
great. I'm so happy you're here.
I might give you an answer that you might and might not want to hear. Okay. Hi, I'm Lauren Russo, and I am the venue director at the Cellar at Palm Beach Polo.
Hi, my name is Michelle Spears. I'm the owner of Magical Creations Events. I'm an event planner and a party decorator.
Hi, my name is Angela Celeberti, and I'm the owner of Red Lips Aesthetics. I am a medical master esthetician, and I also work at the Cellar as a bar concierge as well.
My name is Ruth Batanzas. I am Dominican. I am 22 years old, and I am a nursing student.
Ooh, nice meeting you, Ruth. I am Isa. I work at a dentistry office. I'm also Dominican, 22 years old. And I think that's about it.
Hi, my name's Stephanie. I do real estate. I just moved from Boca to Jupiter. I have a 3-year-old daughter, and I was born in Brazil, but grew up in Europe and moved here when I was 16.
Christina, I work in HR and I live in Finland, so I'm visiting on the area.
Oh, that's so fun.
Yeah. And I found out about this event, so I wanted to stop by.
Awesome. So Denise, Corey, Rakea, I'll remember. Very nice to meet you. All right. So, what field or industry do you guys work in?
Well, I work as a sales coordinator at a Hyatt hotel in Delray Beach, and I also have a podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, it's called Postgrad Clarity. It's on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, all that. So, I graduated UCF 2022. Yeah, so I had to come check y'all out, you know.
I graduated from FAMU in 2023.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Girl.
So that's why I was like, oh, okay.
You know, cause I would have gone to FAMU if it wasn't so darn far. And in Tallahassee, I don't know about Tallahassee.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, I work at Costco. So I do a deli service. So I work in the cold. Yeah.
It was meant to be.
Right.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's what stood out to me when I saw it on Eventbrite. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
this is
literally.
fine.
Oh my God, I have to follow your podcast.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah,
Same. I'll
I
get
got
it from you before we leave.
Yes.
I gotta go do shit out there again.
Okay.
You're gonna be with me for a little more.
No problem.
Okay.
Okay. So, ladies.
Never mind.
Okay, so what's one achievement that you're particularly proud of in your life? You guys can go left to right to left, or just throw it wherever.
Okay.
I'm proud of. I mean,
Proud of that.
I started a car rental business last year, but it didn't turn out the way that I wanted it to, so I had to shut the rest down. But I'm glad that I did it though. So I got my feet wet with like the entrepreneurship kind of thing. So that was pretty big.
In the first place.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. I guess if I had to pick one that was related to this profession, I would say being able to use my master's degree to create my business plan. My program allowed me to make that my thesis. And then from there, I was then able to become a producer for a very large podcast that was produced by Wondery. And so, yeah, I would say those were my achievements that I was proud of. Thank you.
Driving a stick shift and
Yes, because that's hard.
For real.
Yeah.
That's actually
can't.
the first car I learned how to drive on.
Me too.
Yeah, I
Me
was.
too.
I was 14 or 15 years old. Yeah.
Me too. All the women in my family know how to drive a stick, so it's like a rite of passage.
Yeah.
Should we ask him another one? Are there more people that need that?
I think you can do one more.
Okay, I'm gonna do one more question. How do you guys stay motivated on days where you feel overwhelmed or overworked or anxious, any of that sort?
For me, I would say always remembering where I came from. When I start, I'm a overthinker and an overachiever, so I realized that it's very hard for me to celebrate wins when I have them. So whenever I'm feeling down, I try to go back into my old journals or look at previous year. Like I like to do vision boards every year
Oh, yes,
and
me too.
see all the things that I accomplished. Oh, sorry.
He said my bad. He said my bad.
And see all the things that I accomplished to encourage me to keep going and celebrate my wins as they happen, no matter how small.
Yes.
I guess what keeps me motivated. I recently got married and had a baby, so. Thank you. So they're
We
a
see
pretty.
the ring,
Oh
girl.
yeah,
We see the ring.
You know, so my husband kind of did his thing with him.
His big one.
He girl the girl. So, those two are my biggest motivation, and then the money, of course, because we need some money. We need a
Fat rat.
yeah. I swear. So those are the two big things.
Yes. Well, for me as well, I'm married as well. So
Yeah.
my husband does not let that slack. He's like, absolutely, you need to get it together. We both motivate each other when one is down, so that helps. And then also just for myself personally, I kind of just slow things down and start thinking about what I want to do, or like try to like journal and write down exactly what I'm trying to accomplish for just a day at a time, so you're not overwhelmed about like everything and go crazy, because I'm an overthinker as well too. So I get like that in my head, and then to the point where you procrastinate because you have so much going on like mentally. But just taking the time to slow down and pushing forward from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you ladies so much. Do you mind dropping your social media handles for you if you would like?
Child, I need to get
Sure.
my it's still fresh, so I'm trying to remember what exactly it is.
To have a good time. I love to see people happy and making memories, enjoying the moment, and sucking in all the good times.
I got involved in my industry because I just like being behind the scenes of the events rather than in front in the camera. I like to be behind and just kind of make sure that everything's going properly and ensure that everybody's having a great time.
And for me, I love this industry because I love making other women look and feel beautiful. I mainly cater to women 40 and above. That is my specialty. But I do service all women, and I just love to make women feel powerful and strong.
I have always been a nerd. I've always been a nerd. I've always been a little bookworm. And I fell in love with science when I was in the 8th grade. I went through quite a few stages before landing on nursing. First, I thought I want to be a paramedic.
Okay.
And then I was like, yeah, not that.
So me, I went into dentistry because I really like just the aesthetic, like looking nice. And when you look at a person and when they smile, that's the first thing that I noticed too. So it's just bringing that smile to the people. It's just, everything that has to be related with just looking good. I'm also really into doing Botox, also a lot of cosmetic, estheticians, so everything that has to do with beauty and health. I just love to bring that out to the other people and just make them look the best. So that's what I'm really up to in every category, like mental, physical. That's what I'm going for.
Well, I started real estate 4 or 5 years ago. I ended up going to law school. I love the property, like the law behind it, but then I realized I missed the people. So I dropped out of law school and started doing real estate. It's bad. It gives me a lot of freedom. I'm a single mom, so I get to see my daughter, which it's a little hard when you're doing a 9 to 5 and you're dropping them off at school and picking them up and it's dark. So that's probably what I love the most about it. I love helping people. Houses are pretty.
Choices, I had communication or HR way back when, and somehow I just ended up taking courses in HR and decided this is my field. I wanted to work with people, different kinds of people, and I have different kinds of roles. Sometimes I feel like I'm a psychologist. They have all these problems and you try to solve them and help them out, and managers, and I know it's hard for them trying to manage all the people, and they get, poured over
Yeah.
all the problems of people, and then they come to me and they'll try to, please help.
If you want to, if you don't have to.
Well, I am on Instagram as Princess Ruth _, and I'm on TikTok as Ruth Sarai 11.
Me, you can follow me on my Instagram. I am as Cisaret, CISARETTE. I do not have a TikTok yet. We're growing on that.
My Instagram's personal, but it's my New Year's resolution to put a little business into it, but it's STESHHA. I went to school with a lot of Russians growing up, and that was my nickname, and I never loved Steph, so I kind of always went by Stesha.
Oh,
That's so awesome. I love that.
Aw.
I love that.
That's great.
Yeah, my Instagram is also personal, but I can give it to. It's my name. It's Christina with a K, and my last name MUSTONEM. That's how you can find it.
Well, give yourselves a round of
Yes.
your podcast.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
Mine is postgrad clarity _podcast on Instagram, and then the same thing on YouTube. And if you just type in postgrad clarity podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts, you'll find it.
Mine is Sip and Spills across the board. You can find me at sipandspills.com. And should I drop my personal or just okay? And my personal is I am Venice across all social media, but I'm mostly on TikTok. So yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
mine is officially _Rakea, so you can just find me there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time. Give yourselves a round of
Thank
applause.
you.